Welcome back to a new video on Prem Daily, and it is that time of the year where I make myself look like a bit of a mug, where we do the Prem predictions for this season, and I'd say this is probably the most out there one in the factors. I don't think anybody else is going to have the same opinion as me in this one. So I'm just going to go through, because we've obviously got all the clubs here. I'm just going to go start from 18 to 20, then go down. I will try and do it in order. So yeah, let's get into it. So 20 is obviously Luton for me. And I think most people will agree with me with that one. Yeah, I just don't think they're ready for the Prem yet. So for that reason, they are there. And then in 19th, gonna put Crystal Palace there. They haven't done a lot in the window and they're getting rid of all the best players, which only means one thing, and that is relegation. So now next up is 18th, and just about it's going to be Sheffield United. Once again, I don't think they've done enough in the transfer window, and I think that they are a bit of a yo-yo team now. So for that reason, they are there. So I think quite a few people will agree with me on the bottom three. But it's when we get to positions like this is where it starts getting a bit weird. So 17th, you've got a lot of teams there that could finish around there, but I am gonna go and put Brentford in 17th. They're not gonna have Ivan Toney for a long time. Let's be honest, he's the best player and does carry them quite a bit. So for that reason, Brentford go 17th. And now 16th is, for me, this one's quite tough, but I'm going to go ahead and put Bournemouth in 16th, just for the fact that, I think that they won't be close to relegation. I think the bottom three will be pretty simple. Brentford might have to fight a bit, but yeah. Then 15th, Everton. What a dreadful window they've had. I think they've only signed Ashley Young and Dan Schumer. And you know what? We're going to swap Bournemouth and Everton there. But I do think that they will finish worse off. Now, 14th. This one, I think that most of the teams are on a level pegging, but I have decided to go for Wolves, just for the fact that I think they've sold the best player, Ruben Neves. They do still have quite a few good players, but just a mid-table finish. And then 13th will go and be Nottingham Forest, for the same reason as Wolves. Really. So now 12th. And I think that this one's pretty easy for me. So in 12th spot, I was torn between Burnley and Fulham, but Fulham are going to go 12th, with Burnley coming in just behind them in 11th, which I think Burnley fans will take mid-table finish for the first season, and Fulham I've just let go of the best player in Mitrovic, but I still think a mid-table finish for them. So now we are at the halfway point, and 10th place is going to go and be West Ham. Yeah, I mean, they've sold Declan, but I still do think that they have a decent enough team this season not to be around there, so just mid-table, coming off the back of winning the Europa Conference. Yeah. And now 9th place is gonna go ahead and be. I'm kind of torn, but I'm gonna put Brighton there in 9th. They've sold a lot of players, but I do think they have brought in some decent players for this season, back to back European football. I think will just be a stretch too far. And now going to 8th places where you've got, 18 years, all capable of finishing in the top 6. And in 8th place, it's going to be Tottenham Hotspur. I think if they let Kane go, I do think that you will start to see Tottenham crumble. Some would already say they're out the big 6 now. But I just really do fear for Tottenham. Now. So here we are into the top 7. This is where most of the questions will be asked, I think, of myself. And who knows, but let's just get it over and done with. So 7th place. And straight away, you're all going to be thinking, what are you on about, mate? Newcastle in 7th. And I also don't think they've done enough in the window. Harvey Barnes is average, but he's not a Champions League player. Tonali's a good player, but does he actually want to be there? And I don't think they have the squad depth at all. And I think it has been a poor window for Newcastle. And for that reason, I just think 7th place is the best they're going to get. Now 6th place is Aston Villa, which I don't think is too bad of a shout. They've had a great window, probably the best window so far out of any other Premier League club. So yeah, they will get Europa if you ask me. 6th place for them. Now 5th place, and this is where I've really had to think, and this is gonna get a lot of abuse probably, but I've put Arsenal in 5th place. And last season he finished 2nd, but I don't know. I just think it was a poor season last season. Yeah, all credit due to Arsenal, but the signings, will it really improve them? Declan Rice, maybe, but they have overpaid a lot for him. And I don't think Rice will stand out in an Arsenal team. So for that reason, 5th, a big drop off for me. I don't know why it says 4 to 7, by the way, up to 3 hours. So. Now 4th place, then Champions League football. 4th place, Man United. I do think Man United, if they get Hodgson, will get top 4. I think they will now to the 3rd. Still. So yeah, 4th place for Man United. Now 3rd place. And you're probably thinking, what Chelsea doing here? And next, I've put Manchester City. And hear me out on this one before you start saying what and all this stuff. After winning the treble, will the commitment be there? Will there be a drop off from Man City? And I think there will be. And I think they'll have a ropey first half of the season, and then the second half they'll pick up. But it will be too late for them to try and claw anything back. So for that reason, I have put them there. Now 2nd. I do think that Liverpool will finish second. I am a Liverpool fan, but between the top two, I just couldn't. I can't choose one. Because last season, Liverpool's form for the last 10 games was outstanding, and they just showed that thing where they can beat any team. And I think with the new midfield, Jared might take time to gel. But I just think that when you get that midfield back, I think like it's going to be a lethal force. And I think because of the Man City drop off, he might give Liverpool and my first place, Chelsea. Yeah, I think, like I said, for me, I'm torn between Liverpool and Chelsea. I don't know which one will win it, but I mean, you lot probably thinking what is going on, but I do think that my top half, the bottom half of the table solid, but the top seven's questionable. But you know, I do think that Liverpool come out stronger next season. Chelsea, I'm gonna be making a video on them soon, and I think that they just could have a special season. But thank you for watching the video. Let me know your opinion in the comments and subscribe.